Sports.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Well, greetings and salutations, and welcome to the pit at Pineview High School for a big-time Wednesday night showdown between crosstown rivals. It's our Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com, FlyFam TV, Dixie High TV, Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey. And boy, oh boy, it was just last Thursday, Ryan, these two teams met, and we get the rematch less than a week later over here at Pineview. Should be a lot of fun. Of course, Dixie down by as many as I think it was 13 last Thursday. They come roaring back to grab that win last week.
Yeah, we're blessed by the basketball gods in Region 9 with this kind of scheduling. And Dixie's had everything off since Thursday. Pineview played Snow Canyon in between, came away with a win. But yeah, this, this has been circled on the calendar, especially once that game came to a close. Coach Pat Amico and his boys feeling like they gave that one away. Dixie coming in, wanting to maintain their intensity, their momentum. I mean, that game was Pineview's up until the fourth quarter. And then all of a sudden, things just flipped for the Flyers, and they were able to eke it out and pull away at the end, and here we are.
Yeah, couldn't connect on some easy lay-ins, got into some foul trouble, a couple players fouled out.
Yeah, for Pineview. Yeah, that was a huge factor.
Yep. We'll see every game writes its own script. We expect this one to be a good one. If you look at the RPI rankings this week, Ryan, this is number 2 Dixie versus number 3 Pineview. And if you look at the region standings, Dixie 5-1, Pineview at 5-2. So this is a very, very important rematch.
Oh, no, yeah. This could set the tone for the entire second half of the region schedule. Seeding, placings, all of those things. And again, it's Region 9. Like, you never know what's going to happen any given night, and that's what makes it fun.
Crimson still sitting there with one loss as well, but the winner of this game tonight going to feel really good about their chances to win a Region 9 title. Yeah. There's 3 teams that kind of have a little bit of a lead in that race, and we got 2 of them head-to-head tonight with Pineview hosting the Dixie Flyers. Lots to look at in this game. Ryan, when I was looking at the stats, I'm breaking down some of the stats. There's a lot of similarities. Yeah. For instance, Dixie scores 62 a game. Pineview scores 62 a game. One team, 72% free throw shooting. Flyers, 74% three-point shooting. From the field, Dixie, as a team, 54%. Pineview, 57%. Like, there's not a lot of discrepancies in the stat scores from what they've accomplished, and we've got, 17, 18 games into the season for both these teams.
Yeah, very evenly matched lineups. About the only difference is Dixie will go 8, 9 guys. Coach Pat Amico, Pineview, he'll keep it right around 6 or 7.
Yeah,
that's about the only time. And again, that was kind of the major factor, as we talked about just a moment ago, is once the foul issues started coming to light in that fourth quarter for Pineview is kind of when some things started going sideways for him, and Dixie was able to take advantage.
Pre-game show off and running here. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth, getting you the pregame. We got about 11, 12 minutes until the tip-off. We got lots to get to, lots more storylines. We'll pick our Finley Subaru Star Watch. We'll pick a player for each team that Ryan's excited to see tonight, with just 6 days in between the first meeting between the Flyers and the Panthers. Also, we'll get to our keys to the game, brought to you by the City of St. George, as well as our House of Jump starting lineup. It's the Panthers, 13-5, 5-2 in region. Taking on the Flyers, coming in 12-4, 5-1 in Region 9 action. We'll take the break. When we come back, we dive into the keys of the game, get you closer to the tip-off. Panthers, Flyers, coming up.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Asphalt, we don't often think about it, but we use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by 67%, making roads last longer and cost less to own. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Hey, have you tried the St. George Stretch Lab? It'll help boost your athletic performance, help you feel less restricted in your movements, knock out those nagging aches and pains, and melt away your stress. Right now at the St. George Stretch Lab, get an intro stretch for just $39. That's $30 off. Mention keyword radio.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Debate who has the best home court advantage in the region, and I don't know that there's a clear-cut advantage. Some would say the Pit, some would say the Hangar, some would say the Thunderdome, some would say the Jungle. You would have others saying the Fieldhouse over at Crimson Cliffs. Of course, Cedar fans love their home court advantage, although it's been a struggle for Coach Monks this year. But there's something about the Pit here at Pineview. This is one of the older schools. Obviously, Dixie's remodeled their gym since Pineview was built in 1986. Was it 86?
Yeah,
the Panthers,
somewhere around there.
I
yeah,
think
late
school
80s,
was founded.
something like that.
Yeah. Good crowd filtering in. Band is ready. Student section ready. Me and Ryan are ready. Let's dive into our City of St. George Recreation Department. Keys to the game, reminding you to get out and play at the City of St. George Rec Center. Adult sports, youth sports, co-ed, they've got it all. Go check out the website and get out and play. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. Ryan, break it down for me. Let's start with the Panthers.
Yeah, start with the home team. Again, smart shots versus the zone. Again, Dixie likes to mix things up between a man-to-man defense and a zone defense, and that kind of gave some fits to the Panthers their last matchup last Thursday. Pineview has to be a little bit smarter and more intentional on those shots against that zone. Keep the offensive glass, or keep Dixie off the offensive glass. In my opinion, that was the separator in gameplay last week for the Flyers, is the offensive boards in that fourth quarter. 2-3 possessions. Dixie was able to extend because they came away with the offensive rebound. So the Panthers have to get up on the glass. And then defend the three always. You've got a plethora of guards that can shoot the three, not to mention Colin Simmons, their 6'8", big man. All those players, five starters for the Flyers, are capable shooters from the perimeter. For the Flyers, defense, you've got to be able to limit the athleticism of this Pineview team and keep guys in front of you. If Dixie can stay disciplined without gambling or taking too many chances and just keep in front, that's when they're at their best defensively. Help side from the opposite side coming over. Simmons blocking shots. Jackson Winters getting rebounds. And again, that leads right into rebound. Again, we've already talked about it. Rebounding is going to be a key factor to keep an eye for both teams. Dixie, if they can come off the glass, offense, defense, it's going to work out to their advantage. And then we've seen this for the last couple of years. Coach Roberts, a staple of his offense, very patient, deep into the shot clock, no panic, out-executing other teams, which has led to a lot of success for this Dixie program over the last number of years, is that patience and ability to execute late in a shot clock or game clock situation. So those are, look at your keys to tonight's game.
And going back to the rebound for just a second, you look at it, 27.9 rebounds a game coming into tonight for Pineview, 27.2 rebounds per game. That's why it's a key for both teams, because they're pretty even in that statistical category. All right, when we come back, we'll get our Finley Subaru Star Watch, and we'll continue to get you ready for the tip-off tonight. We think it's going to be a good one. Glad you're with us here on the live stream on the Fan Sports Network YouTube page, Dixie ITV, KSLSports.com. On the radio side tonight, if you're looking for the radio, you won't find us past about the first half, because we're going to kick it down to Cal Baptist University. Rod Zundel down there. Utah Tech is playing CBU tonight. So we'll have that pregame show starting 7:45 on the radio tonight on the Fan Sports Network. Pregame built by Bucks Ace Hardware, brought to you by the Court Specialists, featuring Sport Court here in southern Utah. And again, just a reminder, if you go to thecourtspecialist.com, you can enter your high school seniors to get a $5,000 scholarship. The only criteria is you have to have a 3.0 GPA and you have to play at least one varsity sport and be a senior. Other than that, parents nominate your kids, coaches nominate your players. Players, you can nominate yourself if you want to go on and try to play at the collegiate level or just get an education at the collegiate level. Thank you to the Court Specialists, featuring Sport Court. We'll take the break. We'll come back closer to tip-off. Panthers Flyers coming up next.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks Ace stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Welcome back to the Pit, Pineview High School, our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Glad you're with us here on the live stream tonight for some exciting Region 9 basketball. Just 6 days ago, it was a 60-52 victory at the hangar for the Flyers. Nice comeback. Crowd was rocking. And now the rematch tonight. And obviously, you never know. Could see a third meeting between these two teams in the postseason, because right now they're number 2 and number 3 in the latest RPI ranking. Coach Pat Amico trying to split the head-to-head, and Coach Tyler Roberts trying to get a sweep. And I actually was talking with Coach Amico, Ryan, a little bit about it, and he said Tyler Roberts has been great. We talk a lot. We get along great. He's been a great role model for me. I'm just a young coach. Even though Coach Amico has been at the collegiate level, he's like, I really respect Coach Roberts, and I think Coach Roberts would agree that Coach Amico has done a good job here revitalizing the Panther program.
Oh, absolutely. Now, and a lot of people don't realize or even know this, is Coach Amico started his
Dixie?
coaching at Dixie High at the high school level. He was a sophomore coach for a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
And then pursued other things and ended up doing some collegiate coaching up at UVU. And,
even had a stint in radio.
Westminster. Yeah, he did some stuff with radio. That's right. We all were in on that. So, yeah, as soon as he got this head position, we knew what he was bringing. He had experience, he had passion, and he's done a lot to kind of reinvigorate that winning culture, that mindset here that Pineview, I wouldn't say didn't have, but he's definitely taken it to the next level after previous coaching staffs.
Yeah, I mean, they won a championship for Coach Walk with Coach Eves. And obviously, Coach Lynn had some great teams. Coach Lynn Christensen, who just recently passed away last year. And they've been the kind of the preseason favorite this year. They've kind of had the bullseye on their back, but they're the team with maybe a little bit of pressure tonight to get the split and win on their home court. It's tough to win on the road. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, still got some business to attend to with our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, as well as the House of Jump starting lineup and the tip-off. It is the Flyers and the Panthers coming up next on The Fan.
Injury law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Asphalt. It's not something we often think about, but we all use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt knows how vital good roads are for our communities. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by an incredible 67%. This means your pavement assets last significantly longer and cost less to own. Holbrook Asphalt. World-class pavement preservation right here in southern Utah. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hey, welcome back. Pre-game brought to you by the Court Specialist, featuring Sport Court of Southern Utah and our friends at Bucks Ace Hardware. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, and let's pick our Findlay Subaru Star Watch. Ryan, give me one guy for each team that you think could be the X factor and ultimately have the biggest impact on this game.
All right, so first for the visiting Flyers, I think it's going to come down to Asher Spence. He's had back-to-back over 20-point performances. Can he maintain that? He's upped his average, into 12, 13-point range. Before that, he was right around 10. So can he maintain that, or will Pineview allow him to do that? I don't think that's what Coach Amico wants. For the Panthers, comes down to Caleb Schmidt. I think Jelani Ojengba is the star. He's the definitely one of the top athletes in the region. He's going to get his points, but Schmidt coming off a 4-point performance against these Flyers on that past Thursday. He's got to have much more of an aggressive offensive mindset to help his team come away with a win. So there's my X factors for Dixie, Asher Spence, for Pineview. It's going to come down to Caleb Schmidt.
All right, we'll see how it plays out. That's brought to you by Findlay Subaru. Let's meet the starters and get you the starting lineup, brought to you by House of Jump. They encourage you to bounce off the walls, jump, dunk, dodge, and they have a full arcade. Perfect for your kids' next birthday party over there at the House of Jump, 415 South Dixie Drive, or check them out, houseofjump.com. Panthers.com. First for the visiting Flyers, they'll go with the star Colin Simmons, 6'8", averaging almost 18 points a game, 6.6 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. So not afraid to share the basketball if you want to double team Mr. Simmons. Asher Spence, Ryan's star watch player, averaging 12.3 per game. Chas Holbrook, 9.9 points per game. Zach Jetson at 7 a game, and Ashton will be the other starter tonight. Now, Mac Howard, Ryan, is going to go. He's been out for 3 weeks, so they've been a little bit more short-handed. That will add some depth to Coach Roberts' bench. Good to have Mac Howard back. Not sure how many minutes he'll play.
Yeah, he's going to be limited. Talking with Mac, talking with his dad, talking with Coach Roberts, it's going to be anywhere within the range of about 10, 12 minutes for the game tonight. And they're also going to kind of gauge it off of how he's feeling. But he's not been cleared for full participation, but he is able to go. So, again, another weapon off the bench from the perimeter for the Flyers. It's going to come in handy potentially here in the pit. An always tough place to get good looks, make shots, convert shots. Again, I agree with you earlier, Devin. I think between I like Dixie's layout. That's definitely advantageous for a home court advantage. But, I mean, these are the rivals back in the day. I mean, it used to be Dixie Cedar. That one's kind of evolved. I mean, it's still there, but not what it used to be ever since Pineview came in. And this, I mean, people still coming in. It's a good crowd.
And Mac Howard is 6th on the Flyers in minutes played this year, so he has had a significant role. So good to have him back. Starters for the Panthers, Ojegba, 15.7 a game. Cooper Ranson, the baby-faced assassin, little sniper, 14.6. Schmitty, Ryan's guy for the Star Watch tonight. Tuller, who didn't score a lot last Thursday. And then Big E, Ethan Ott, inside. Let's jump it up. Tip is won by the Flyers. They're wearing the black unis with the blue trim, the home whites with the maroon for the Panthers. And we are underway here from Pineview High School. Flyers driving. Nothing there. They'll kick it back out. Spence resetting with a screen from Simmons. Looking for the roll. Simmons stays at the three-point line. He'll take a mid-range J, no good. And a loose ball rebound foul going to be called on Chas Holbrook. Just got there a little bit late, maybe.
Again, what we're going to see all night from the Flyers is patient execution, willing to work into the shot clock, taking the best opportunities they can as that defense comes out. But again, first stop for Pineview.
Inside, high to Jelani, too high, and it's a turnover. Turnover number 1 on their opening possession. Not what you wanted to get the crowd involved right out of the gate, and Dixie goes back to work in the half-court offense.
Yeah, ball just sailed on him a little over, and they just couldn't get a hand on it for Jelani.
Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Deep three, ricochet strong, rebound by Big E. And here come the Panthers. No score. Flip to J.O. Ojegba gives it up. It's going to be tough to see in that coffin corner with the fans blocking our view.
Standing in our way.
In the corner. Still keeping that bounce alive is Tuller. Now we'll bring it straight away. Pump fake to 3.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Got to hurry. Ranson, nothing available. Schmitty's going to have to force a 3 from long range, and he misfires. And rebound collected by the Flyers.
Again, Dixie able to switch effectively enough to force that long possession and keep Pineview out of the interior and force a tough shot there at the end of the shot clock.
Jazz kick out to Simmons. Plenty of time, still 18 on the shot clock for the Flyers. No score here early on. Both teams ratcheting up the defense.
And this is what we're expecting to see from Dixie, and just patient offense, trying to pick their spots to attack.
3 won't go. And rebound Panthers. Pretty good look for Spence.
A good look. Not what the Flyers want. Again, the last 3 shots have been outside. Pineview obviously trying to attack the interior as well. Both coaches want to go from the inside outside as a misfire there from straight away.
We've played almost 2.5 minutes. No score. 2 teams that average 62 points a game. But scoring always usually comes down a little bit once you've played halfway through the region schedule.
Well, and again, these teams, as we talked pregame, are just so evenly matched. I mean, only within a few points of each other in almost every statistical category. So this is something I don't think is that surprising.
Spin move Up and under, back to the baby right-hand hook, and he left it short. Holbrook with a sneaky little offensive rebound.
Didn't hit the rim.
Yep, got to take a jackknife leap and leaner, and he missed it. Had to shoot it, though. That was Jensen on the shot. J.O. bumped, and they're going to call a foul outside on the left wing, and that'll be the first on the Flyers.
Yeah, it's going to go against Ashton. Again, just a little late jumping out to Ojengba as he tried to attack that interior.
Ammon Ashton averaging 5 and 5. His points
comes away with the steal,
equal to his rebounds, and he's going to run and gun and score with the right hand. How about Ammon Ashton?
Outstanding play again, coming back with the steal, able to shield Ojengba from the backside block with his shoulder, able to convert the first field goal of the night, Devin.
Ott will drive and kick. And a extra step there, Tueller. That's turnover number 2.
And again, Tueller last Thursday had an outstanding first half. I want to say he had 3 threes in that first half at Dixie, but in the second half, no points. So he's going to be a little anxious to get going. He definitely wants to bounce back off of a disappointing second half performance and just got a little bit ahead of himself on that travel.
Changed the pivot foot as he started the drive. 2-0 Flyers. Deep shot, nothing but the bottom for Holbrook. Nets on fire, triple for Chaz, and it's 5-0 Dixie.
And you can see Pineview backing off a little bit. Holbrook didn't do a whole lot offensively last week, so daring him to shoot, he made him pay in that particular instance.
Yeah, rare off night for Chaz. He's been pretty consistent, but lower scoring output last Thursday in the win, nonetheless, for the Flyers. Coop drives, whips it back out. Schmitty wants a high-arcing 3. That's no good. Rebound to Colin Simmons, and here come the Flyers.
And again, Pineview coming away with some good looks. Just can't quite capitalize on them. And Schmidt had a straightaway open look. Just a hard miss to the left.
That rebounding key so far, Dixie been a little better on the glass. Both teams have been good on the defensive end, though. But Holbrook has that one offensive rebound.
Yep.
Here comes J.O. after the miss. Got to the left hand, and they say double dribble. Double dribble. That is turnover number 3, Ryan. And Dixie hasn't coughed it up once.
And again, just a little, you can sense a little over-eagerness from Pineview right now. Again, it's only 5-0, but we've played over 5 minutes in the first quarter, and they have yet to score. You can just kind of sense they've just got to calm themselves down. I mean, Coach Amico, maybe just a quick 30-second timeout off this if you can get a defensive stop. But just settle your guys down, run your stuff. You can score.
Backdoor cut, and unfortunately, Tueller got caught up in the air, and the foot kind of kicked Matt Coward, who just came in off the bench for his first action of the night and for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, fantastic play there as the ball was reversed, and Howard just a simple back cut caught Tueller dozing.
His dad, one of Tyler Roberts' assistant coaches here. His sister was a great player over there with Livy Hamlin at Snow Canyon. And an offensive rebound by Holbrook again. Holbrook eating the glass on the offensive end. He'll kick it back out. Hard drive by Ashton. It's blocked away.
Yeah, that time Jelani said, I'll take that one.
Schmidt pump fake and draws the contact. He will shoot 2, and the Panthers have a chance to get on the scoreboard from the fabulous Freddy's free throw line.
And again, just a smart play there by Schmidt, able to get into the paint, play off of 2 feet, give a pump fake, get Simmons up in the air, go right into him, draw contact. Now a chance to make a couple of free throws and get Simmons to commit a foul.
And free throw good for Schmitty. Caleb's little brother is a freshman on this team. He's only played sparingly at the varsity level, but great JV game earlier. Went down overtime, and Pineview won a tight one.
Yeah.
Riker Summer and Schmidt, 2 freshmen, could see a little time, but probably not much tonight.
Yeah, Coach Amico has typically kept his rotation pretty tight. But again, Summer got in the game a little bit last Thursday. Really wasn't much of a factor. Now Pineview dropping into a little matchup 2-3 zone.
Holbrook goes high, whip down low to Spence, kick back out to Holbrook. Pretty quick ball movement there. Still 10 on the shot clock. Flyers by 3. Howard wants to triple. Not this time. Rebound to J.O. Here comes Jelani. Jelani down the right lane, up and off the window, and they wave it off. They say dip the shoulder and maybe extended the arm. We'll have to take another look.
Yeah, again, Ashton was in perfect position, may have sold it a little bit. I could see it from here, but the extent of how hard or how large that clearing was, I'm not sure. But again, that's what they're calling, that he just kind of extended it just a little too much. So that's going to be Ojengba's first personal.
And he'll take away an easy 2 points off the scoreboard, too, because he did score the basket. Obviously, it doesn't count, so it stays 5-2. Holbrook wants a triple. No. And Panthers control the rebound.
And not a bad shot right now, but both teams struggling offensively to find any kind of semblance of a rhythm, whether it's inside or outside. Pineview turnovers, Dixie just missing shots.
Cooper Ranson to the left hand and scores it. Good move there for Coop.
Beautiful Hezzy coming off the delayed screen. Gave a little shoulder shake, shimmy, was able to get Simmons to commit all the way in for the easy left-handed layup. That's beautiful basketball.
Flyers going to work. Still 20 on the shot clock. Leading by 1 now, 5-4. Hard drive, right hand, no. Rebound controlled by Schmidt.
Yeah, Spence was able to get a good look, just couldn't quite get it to drop as he was able to get some leverage in his shoulder around Ojengba. Might have been deflected a little bit from Jelani. Tough to tell.
Tueller hits J.O. J.O.'s going to drive, behind the back dribble. Now whips it to Schmidt on a cut. Spin move right to the front of the rim. Can't score it. Got his own miss, though. Kick out. 3 is in the air for Tueller and nothing but the bottom.
And again, credit that to Schmidt, keeping on top of it, missing the easy bunny, getting the offensive rebound, finding an open Tueller straight away who buries it.
Schmitty will get the rebound and the dime. Mac Howard drives, scores it with the right hand from the right side.
Good to see Mac out there, aggressive, taking that pass and ripping right through, no hesitation, right to the glass. Caught the help side defender a little bit behind and gets the layup.
Half a second differential here between shot clock and the end of the first quarter. Game clock. Our We Win injury clock says 18 and ticking. Clearly, Panthers trying to hold for the final shot of the quarter. We're tied 7-7. Ranson, good look at a 3 behind the screen. Got it! Coop with the Nets on fire 3. Dixie with a little time. The answer by Holbrook just short. And Pineview, after trailing 5-0, they go on a 10-2 run to close the quarter and take a 3-point lead at the end of 1 here in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. We'll be back to the pit after a message from our great local partners.
Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Finley Subaru, House of John, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of quarter number 2 in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. 10-7 Panthers. How about that run by the Panthers there to take a 3-point lead?
Well, it
took them half the quarter to score.
You knew it was
going
to happen. Yeah, as soon as the proverbial lid came off the basket, Pineview able to find a little bit of rhythm offensively and go on that run. So, yeah, an effective way. And then they start the second quarter off with the ball in their hands to extend it.
Tonight's game brought to you by Roney's Mac Bar over there next to Lululemon. Build your Mac your way at Roney's Mac Bar. Proud sponsor of Region 9 Sports. Foul down low, and Schmitty's going to take a trip back to the Fab Freddy's free throw line.
And again, Caleb Smith doing a little bit of the dirty work down there in the paint. Again, not really the height of a big man, but definitely strength, wide shoulders, good base, gets down in there, able to create contact, draws the foul on Ammon Ashton. That might be, I believe that's his second personal. So Ashton probably going to have an extended rest here in this first half.
I'm sure Caleb would thank his mom for all that athletic ability he got.
No doubt.
Just kidding, Cody. Caleb's dad. And Flyers now down by their largest deficit of 5. So Simmons wants a 3, can't get it. Loose ball rebound, and a foul going to be called. And it's going to go on Ethan Ott. They say he was the one that didn't win that ball or get to the ball quick enough and cause that collision.
Yeah, just kind of came from behind late as Winters was pulling it down. Ott fouling out in that game last week, Thursday. Very physical player, big body, very aggressive. A steal quickly by Pineview.
And here comes Caleb Schmidt, and they'll wave off the shot and say offensive foul.
Yeah, the home crowd's not going to like that, but Tueller was illegally clearing out Howard on the pursuit. It's not a popular call, but it is the right call. Again, there's that fine line between kind of running into him, keeping him away, but then holding him. And you'll see it right there. Yep. Put the shoulder right into Howard. That's what the official saw. Is it enough? Is it enough? I don't know, but that's what the official saw.
Actually knocked Tueller off his line, so I might have to look at that one in slow-mo.
Ball doesn't lie, though, if you're a Pineview Panther fan, as the Flyers commit the turnover on the moving screen.
That 4-1 are turnovers tonight. That is just the first by my count. Did I miss one, Ryan? That was the first turnover for the Flyers?
Correct.
12-7 Panthers. Tueller's going to take a seat, and here comes the freshman, Riker Summer.
And Summer, again, getting some playing time. Last Thursday got in. Really wasn't a factor. I think took only 1 or 2 shots. Didn't make any of them. But, again, a heck of a shooter, a heck of an athlete, as we've seen at the JV level all season.
Yeah, he's going to be a name to watch in years to come in Region 9 basketball. And Jelani hanging on the baseline drive and hitting it. And the Panthers doubling up the Flyers 14-7.
Oh, Jangba able to get that baseline angle and just kind of hang in the air enough to get the shot up and over the rim and in. And now doubling up the Flyers 14-7.
Yeah, big 7-point lead. But they had a lead last Thursday. Couldn't hang on as Dixie won that game. And now a travel, and the Flyers back-to-back turnovers after being flawless in that department in quarter number 1.
And this is what Pineview does on defense. A lot of teams nowadays will switch on screens. They'll switch through rotations. Pineview doesn't do that. Now, they'll switch from time to time, but it's an emphasis, their defensive philosophy, to fight through those screens. And if you can't create those mismatches or create those creases against the defense, Dixie's going to have a tough time creating open shots this night.
Schmidt uses a screen, won't take the 3. He'll give it up to J.O. J.O. now left wing, hand off to Coop. 14-7 Panthers with the lead and the basketball.
Mismatch for Jelani.
He goes attack more to the middle and scores it.
And again, we saw this Thursday. Pineview tried to take advantage of this mismatch, and they just couldn't quite execute out of it. But right now, early in the first half, the second quarter, Jelani taking advantage, being picked up by Holbrook and exploiting it.
Question, Ryan. Who will sit down first, Coach Amico or Coach Roberts, or no one?
Neither.
I haven't seen either coach sit.
Well, if you look at the benches, no seats are open for the head coach because they don't sit down. That's just how they are.
Drive and kick to the corner. Riker Summer to 3. The rebound and putback, and Jelani a second rebound and got the bucket.
No, Jangba padding his stats, getting it off the glass, getting it off the rim of his first attempt and going right back there. Again, Flyers not boxing out. They've got to keep him off the glass. Jelani doing work.
3 and nothing but net there. A net's on fire 3. A much-needed bucket for Jensen and the Flyers.
Again, huge. That's their first field goal. We've played 3 minutes of this second quarter. So in Dixie now, it's their turn to struggle a little bit.
18-10. Exactly 5 minutes left here in the first half. Schmidt off the glass, too strong. And rebound Flyers. Here comes Jackson Winters, who had the game winner on this floor in the season opener against Provo. A buzzer beater. You called that game, Ryan.
Yeah, a long time ago, man. It seems like it was so long ago.
It was in November.
Yeah.
And a shot won't go. Rebound by Ott. And Coop will slow things down just a little bit with Panthers leading by 8. Tonight's game brought to you by the Stretch Lab. Get an introductory 50-minute stretch for just $39 at the St. George Stretch Lab when you use code word radio. Schmidt, turnaround jumper, and he got the bounce he needed. He's got 6 on the night.
Shooter's touch right there. Again, finding the soft spot in that zone. Nobody collapsed. Nobody closed out. Just an open shot. And then illegal screen. Again, that's the second illegal screen in this second quarter called on the Flyers as the execution slowing down and dwindling for Coach Roberts, now finding themselves down by double digits.
That is personal foul number 2 on Colin Simmons. And Simmons has not scored yet. And we got 4:13 left on the We Win injury law clock here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have told me halfway through the second quarter that Dixie is at 10 points, I wouldn't have believed you. I could see maybe in the low 20s, but 20-10, this is just a masterclass of defense by Pineview.
Spin, no shots, so kick to the corner. 3 won't go. Rebound Dixie high. Here come the Flyers. Holbrook will give it up on the wing to Ashton. And now he'll walk it up by half court. And they'll set up a play down by 10. Tonight's game brought to you by Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Kanab, Utah. And that 3 took a peek down and just rimmed back out. Offensive rebound, 3 on the way, and got it. Big 3 by Spence, and that's his first points of the night.
And Zach Jensen in the right spot at the right time to come down with that high rebound off the missed 3. Handed it right back to Spence, who stepped into it calmly in rhythm and buries his first 3-pointer of the night.
Asher Spence has been playing with a lot of confidence the last couple of weeks. 2 20-plus point performances, and J.O. going to work. Good, nifty move, middle of the key, and scores it.
Yeah, footwork there, able to hold his pivot, use his body to create leverage against raising over the shorter Chaz Holbrook and just muscle that shot in. That's a tough shot.
And a hard collision and a big dealer collision charge called on the Flyers on Zach Jensen.
Yeah, watching the replay here, again, as Jensen drives on that far side, I thought he was able to create an angle. I mean, the position is there. The official says, yep, that was enough for the charge. So, again, if it's legal defensive position, you don't have to hit him square in the chest anymore. Back in the day, that was what it was. So, the official calling that turnover on the Flyers. 4 or 5 this second quarter.
Yeah, do you ever think that they'll put that restricted area in at the high school level?
I don't, because I just don't think there's enough athletes there.
Caleb Schmidt, another bucket.
And what I mean by that restricted area is to for kind of a landing zone, landing area.
And 3 by Spence. He's hit 2 triples in the second quarter, and that cuts the Pineview lead back down to 8.
Yeah, pace quickening here offensively for both teams.
Corner pocket, 3 on the way. That won't go for Moody, who's checked in off the bench for Coach Amico. And the Flyers can try to draw closer with the bucket here. 2 minutes and some change left on the We Win injury law clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up, we'll have the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Scores from around the region and the world of sports. Is that 3 back iron? Offensive rebound, though, and a cutting Simmons, and there's his first points of the half.
And Ammon Ashton doing the dirty work that we saw him do Thursday, the first matchup with offensive rebounds, able to keep that possession alive. And Coach Amico, very frustrated with that, calls the timeout on the floor.
So the Flyers on a little run. It's a 30-second timeout brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance, and we'll take the break and be right back to the pit at Pineview.
On Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
16 of the 24 Panther points as we welcome you back. Coming 8 from Ojegba and 8 from Caleb Schmidt right now. And Spence with those 2 threes here in the second quarter, pacing Dixie with 6 points right now. But finally, Colin Simmons, their leading scorer, got that ball to go through the net.
Offensively, that's the story for Dixie. Simmons only with 1 field goal so far in the entire first half.
And I think he's 1 of 2. I think he's only taken 2 shots.
Yeah.
Ojegba out top. J.O. will give it to Schmitty. Schmitty's going to drive, hang, and back iron. Missed it. Spence with the rebound.
And Dixie coming out in a zone defense, kind of throwing the rhythm off there for the Pineview offense, forcing that runner in the lane and coming up with the defensive rebound.
It's Jackson Winters, Asher Spence, Matt Howard, Ammon Ashton, and Chaz Holbrook on the floor for Coach Tyler Roberts right now. Mid-range jumper won't go. Rebound to Ojegba. You got Moody off the bench, and 4 other starters out there. Only starter getting a breather right now is Tuller. And like Ryan mentioned in the pregame show, Coach Amico has only played 2 subs so far, Moody and the freshman Summer. 3 by Schmidt. Got it! Nets on fire, 3 for Caleb Schmidt.
Big time shot for Schmidt right there on that far side wing, backing up just a bit to create enough space and putting it right through the hole. That's a beautiful shot.
And how about Caleb Schmidt, a game-high 11 points. Ryan spot on with picking Schmidt as our Findlay Subaru Star Watch player tonight. And a misfire, mid-range jumper won't go for Dixie, and Jelani Ojegba will bring it across half court himself.
Holbrook's offensive woes continue. A little bit of a slump right now for Chaz Holbrook and Dixie.
Kind of happened a little bit last year, too. He was hot at the start of the season, went in about a 3-week, 4-week stretch where he was struggling, and then kind of broke out of it late in the year last year. You hope it doesn't last that long if you're Coach Roberts.
Yep.
And that'll do it for the half. Shot won't go. And Pineview at home has the 9-point lead on our Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Panthers 27, Flyers 18. Ryan, your assessment of the first half?
Well, it took us a while to get here as far as scoring goes, but once things started heating up, again, Pineview on their home floor, much more comfortable offensively, able to work the inside-outside. Jelani Ojegba taking care of half their points. Caleb Schmidt, 11 points. A very strong, impressive performance offensively. For the Flyers, they just couldn't hit anything from the perimeter until Asher Spence made a couple of threes. So that's really been the difference in this first half.
All right, we'll take a timeout. Message from our great sponsors. Again, on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 27-18. Panthers lead the Flyers by 9 on the Fan Sports Network.
Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to House of Jump, where gravity meets excitement. Jump, dunk, and dodge your way into a world of laughter and adrenaline. Whether you're a high-flying pro or just looking to defy gravity, House of Jump is where the thrill begins. Elevate your fun, slam dunk like a champion, and dodge obstacles with style. House of Jump is where every moment is a soaring adventure. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to our house, the House of Jump, or purchase Jump Time online at houseofjump.com.
Handel's Homemade Ice Cream is now open on River Road by Sprouts.
Come enjoy 48 flavors made fresh daily.
Cones, sundaes, shakes, and quarts to go.
Handel's happiness served daily on River Road.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Welcome back here. Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Start your day with their delicious breakfast, hot cinnamon rolls, or a fresh loaf of bread. Anytime's a good time. They got great lunches. They'll cater your team events or corporate outings. Go see our friends at Great Harvest Bread Company. You're going to love it. Devin Dixon and Ryan Forsey here inside of our halftime show and from the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. 27-18. Panthers have the lead, and not a carbon copy of the game last Thursday, but some similarities nonetheless.
Yeah, again, just a very controlled tempo. Both coaches not really wanting to attack, it's that opportunistic fast break attack. Really, the only basket in the fast break category would have been for Dixie on Ammon Ashton's steal. Other than that, it's just been half-court offense. Again, both coaches relying on execution, which, again, doesn't surprise us one bit, as both these teams are incredibly even matched up. The difference being is that Jelani Ojengba and Caleb Schmidt are scoring.
Yeah.
And outside of Asher Spence for Dixie, nobody else.
More than one field goal. Yeah,
outside. His 2 threes. I think Chaz Holbrook might have a 3. So, that's got to be, 3 for probably 10 or 11 threes. And again, they just haven't been able to convert. There have been good looks. They just haven't made them. Again, that's playing on somebody else's floor. That's the crowd. That's the defensive intensity by this Pineview team. Again, not switching. Coaches have these philosophies when it comes to defense. And if you can get a team to just buy into just playing hard-nosed defense without switching, that's going to be a tough matchup every night.
All right, as we're getting some Scooter Coffee statistics, let's play some of the first half highlights in case you joined us a little later here on our live stream inside of our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Scoring for Dixie, Simmons with 2, 3 for Holbrook, 3 for Jensen, 2 for Howard, 2 for Ashton, and Spence, of course, leading the way with 6.
Yeah, that fast break there by Ammon Ashton, able to create the turnover and go the length of the court. Holbrook, you have popping out and hitting that straightaway 3 from the inside. And then on the backside, Ranson able to get in with the left hand on that beautiful Hezzy move coming off the screen.
He had 5 points in the first half. Tuller, his only bucket right there from deep beyond the arc. He had that 3. And as you mentioned, Ojegba and Caleb Schmidt doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, James just getting to the baseline. He's just hanging in the air enough, able to score the points. And again, Jelani kind of got things going offensively for this Pineview Panther team.
When baseline on one, goes to the middle on the other one. He had 8 in the first half. And there's
double
2 more.
Offensive rebound.
Yep, padding the stats. Comes in averaging almost a double-double. He's 0.3 of a rebound shy of averaging a double-double this season. There's one of Spence's 3s. And Caleb Schmidt, the other guy that had a big first half.
Right here on cue. Yeah, again, just finding that soft spot in the zone, able to get the shooter's bounce.
Yep, he's got 11.
Yeah, leading all scorers right now.
In the Scooter's Coffee stat line. Caleb Schmidt, very efficient first half, and another.
And this is the footwork, keeping that pivot foot, able to get the defender off balance, absorb the contact. That's just a body control tough shot.
First half highlights brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt. If we get over 55 points tonight, fans, you win. You can go to Yogurtland, the St. George Yogurtland, and load up your favorite yogurt with your favorite toppings, and they're buy one, get one for free. Holbrook Asphalt is paying for the second one for all you basketball fans out there of Region 9. If we get over 55 points by either team tonight, right now, Panthers pacing right about that number.
It's going to be close.
Yep, they're pacing right about that number.
Close.
But it was a lower scoring first half. But that last 4 minutes of the second quarter, the scoring picked up.
Yeah, as teams, again, get a little bit more comfortable, find those rhythms. They're going to go on runs and try to match each other. So I expect the second half to be a little bit more effective and efficient offensively for both teams.
All right, got some Flynn Companies. Love our friends at Flynn Companies. They bring you your Region 9 score updates. Halftime, Desert Hills over at the Thunderdome is up 26-25. That's a hungry Cedar team looking for their first region win.
Yeah.
And Desert Hills is hungry too. Their only region win came on the road against Cedar 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, now we're in that second half of the region season, so you're starting to get those matchups again. And Cedar, they're a tough team. I mean, they're outside of 2 games, they've been within 4 or 5 points of every game, every contest when it's come to Region 9 play. I expect them to come away with maybe 1, 2, if not more wins this second half of the season. as they meet these teams second time around and are going to be much more familiar with how those teams are defending them. And Coach Monks, he's due. They need to get some wins. Those boys have put in the time. I expect Cedar, again, I think they're going to come away with a couple of wins the second half of the region season.
The other game is pacing a little bit behind. It hasn't reached halftime yet. At the end of the first quarter, Snow Canyon was leading over Crimson 19-17.
Yeah, and that's one to keep your eye on. Snow Canyon, again, they've been up and down results-wise. They play hard. They're chaotic. They force you to play their style. And so it wouldn't be surprising if Snow Canyon was able to come away with that win. And for Crimson, man, you've got to hold serve. You've got to be able to come away with that win and just execute down the stretch. I think Crimson, not by much, but a good margin, is the better team. But again, Snow Canyon, very capable.
Playing hard. They're Coach Ball coaching them up.
Yes.
You got some young coaches in the region. Coach Amico here for Pineview. Coach Murdoch at Crimson. Coach Ball at Snow Canyon. Coach Stout, relatively second-year head
just
coach.
within the last 2-3 years.
So a lot of fresh coaches in Region 9 basketball, and they got some teams playing really, really well right now. And we're in the stretch run with the state tournament about a month away from right now. We'll take a timeout. This has been the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Second half coming up when we come back. Panthers lead by 9.
Plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Game is brought to you by Honolulu Grill, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Everbowl, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Hey, welcome back to the pit. 28-17. Panthers lead the Flyers. Get ready for the second half. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey. Ryan, go inside Pineview's locker room, Dixie's locker room. What do you think the adjustments were for each side?
You've got to clean up the glass, especially on the offensive side for Pineview. Keep doing what you're doing defensively, especially against Simmons. Be wary of Asher Spence, but you've got to get the rebounds. If they control the rebounds, Dixie is not even close in this game as it is right now.
Turnaround jumper, and that'll help the Flyers. Chaz Holbrook's got the bucket.
And that leads right in. I was going to say, you got to get Holbrook going. You got to get Simmons going. Asher Spence has got to have some help on the offensive side for Dixie.
Holbrook's got 5. Here come the Pineview Panthers on their opening possession. Same starting 5 for each squad. And a finger roll, Schmitty. He's got 13.
And Schmidt, again, just taking advantage of the slow rotation on that weak side for the defense. Gives a little ball fake and just steps in for the easy layup.
Foul on number 22, Nate Tuller. Or Cooper Ranson.
Yeah, Ranson. And Holbrook just coming up, just a little pause and explosion on that far side, able to get his shoulder down around the waist of Ranson and creates the contact and draws the foul. Again, if you're Coach Amico, you clearly don't want to give baskets up, but if you're trading baskets, you're going to keep that point differential the same. For Coach Roberts, you got to convert and you got to come away with stops. And Holbrook going 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line.
6 on the night for Chaz. Creeping up on a season average. Came in at 9.9. Hard drive Schmitty. Got his rebound. Might have traveled, got away with it. Cooper Ranson steps into a 3 from the left wing. That won't go. Outlet. Here it goes ahead to Asher Spence. It's blocked, but a foul called on the Panthers. And slow to get up down there is Asher Spence.
That's a heck of an outlet pass by Simmons. And hustle play there by Schmidt and Ojengba, who climbed up the ladder and came down on Spence hard. So, again, the block up top, very clean. But, again, the contact through the body is what the officials are calling. So, Spence, glad he's okay. He was on the floor for a few moments as both teams making sure they're all right.
Spence, perfect from the fabulous Freddie's free throw line. Nothing but nylon. He's got 7. And got the second as well. Flyers cut into that 9-point lead. It's down to 6. Tueller, drive. Good help defense by Holbrook on the switch. And now a travel call. Pineview had all their turnovers early in that first quarter. Then they clean it up. That's just their 5th turnover of the game.
That's one of those shots, if you're Coach Amico, you want him to take that 3. Again, coming from the inside paint all the way back to an open 3, just let it fly. I know you haven't made the last couple if you're Ranson, but again, have confidence and shoot that shot. That should have been a shot instead of a dribble drive and then eventually a turnover.
Holbrook will give it up to Simmons. Got to find a way to get Simmons some looks. Jelani goes about 6'5". Simmons 6'8". Got about 3 inches on the next tallest player on the court. And Ott's about 6'2", 6'3", so he's got a little size advantage here. He goes right to work, turnaround jumper, got it.
Yeah, and if you're Flyers, you've got to run it through Colin Simmons. You know Asher Spence can come off, create a shot. Simmons has to be set up a little bit more intentionally and he's got to take advantage.
And a hard drive by Tueller and a foul on a reach in. That's going to go on, go on Jensen.
Yeah, again, Tueller able to drive right in between the defenders, and Jensen was a little bit late.
That's his second.
Yeah, got his hand caught in the cookie jar as Tueller will go to the line shooting 2.
So Nate Tueller, 3 points in the first half, looking for his first points in the second half from the fabulous Freddie's free throw line and nothing but net. Panthers by 5 now. Tueller will have one more. Fuel it up, wash it down, and you and your car feeling fabulous. Stop by their 2 Southern Utah Fabulous Freddy's today. Every time you get a car wash, you save 20 cents per gallon at the pump. Tueller taking care of business from the stripe.
And right now, Pineview winning the free throw line battle as they've gone to the line consistently more than Dixie. And foul issues were a factor last week. See if they come into play this week.
And shot up and in. Big-time bucket for the Flyers.
Ammon Ashton straight away again from the inside to the outside. That's a good shot, and Ashton able to knock it down.
That's on fire 3 for Ashton.
Mismatch.
Double A. We call him double A battery. Got it with the left hand and a foul. How about that from Big E? Ott's first points to the game, takes the contact, and a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play from the stripe.
Again, Ethan Ott actually, for the first 2 years of his high school career,
was a Flyer.
Dixie High, yeah. And again, coming over to Pineview, I had the opportunity to coach Ethan. Really good kid, had him in my classroom. Fantastic strength, body, plays football, very physical, and just one of those kids that can really do all those kind of little dirty things. And again, not speaking bad dirty, but get the rebounds, get on the floor.
Lunch pail guy.
Yeah.
Hard hat, lunch pail, go to work.
He's going to come to work and put in the effort. He comes up short on the free throw, but again, those are the kind of baskets you got to have from him if you're the Panthers.
I'm getting old enough to now remember his dad, Steve Ott, playing wide receiver.
Yes.
In the, 06-07 season, I believe. 05-06? Would that be about right?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, he was there. Coach Hahn was the head coach. I think it was the first years that they went from JUCO to Division II.
Would have
been that 06-07
year.
Would
have been right around that time frame. Yep.
Foul. So Chaz Holbrook will head to the free throw line. They'll call the foul on Coop Ranson, and Holbrook can't connect on the front end. He'll have another though. It was on the shot.
And again, this is the same situation that Holbrook was in as he drove and drew the foul the last time, driving that right side. Comes up empty-handed on both free throws. As Holbrook a little frustrated now as Ranson drives with the left hand on the left side. Can't come away with it. And we go the other way. Spence attacking, accelerating, hanging, and he'll shoot 2.
Spence to the line, 33-28. Apologize on the live stream. Our scoreboard, our score hub connected to the scoreboard quit working there. So try to call out the score a little more for you so we can get that reactivated. 33-28. Asher Spence, new to the Flyer program this year. Him and Holbrook move in to Dixie High. And he can't connect on the first freebie.
Yeah, Coach Amico wanting an explanation on that call, why it wasn't a charge, as Ethan Ott checks out, trying to get in a position there, but the official saying that Spence was able to avoid him just enough.
And second free throw, good.
Goes 1 for 2. So again, if you're Dixie, just keep chipping away. It's not your floor. You're the visitor. You got to find any way you can to get into that lead.
33-29, steal. Flyers running. Evan Ashton blocked away from the backside by Caleb Schmidt, but the putback by Asher Spence is there.
And credit Mac Howard for hustling and following that play. Schmidt is second behind the back, or chase down block, and the Flyers able to capitalize. And then a foul this end is Ojengba aggressively coming back at it.
J.O. went right to that right hand, had a one-on-one matchup, would not be denied, and the foul from the outside official. Panthers leading by 2. J.O. at the line, shooting 2. First one gets the friendly bounce, and down it goes.
And this was a factor. Again, I want to say Jelani put 22, maybe 24 points last week, but again, only 50% from the free throw line last week. So it's paramount for him to convert these opportunities for the Panthers, which he does.
Oh, they say lane violation.
Oh, my.
So they will take away the free throw. They say he stepped on the line before the ball touched the rim. Don't see that too often.
No.
In fact, I don't think I've seen it once this year. Usually if you see it, this guy's fighting for rebounding down in the key.
Yeah, usually, it's not from the shooter. Yeah.
34-31. Again, we're working on the scoreboard. Disregard the score on your screen. We're manually trying to input it to get you caught up. Thanks for joining us here in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Shot won't go. Rebound to Tuller. Tuller to the middle of the floor. Terminates the dribble. And he'll give it up to Moody. CJ Moody into the game. Over to Schmitty. Schmitty's got a game-high 13. J.O. back outside. Down to 14 on the shot clock. And Coop from downtown, and that's on fire. 3 for the assassin sniper of Pineview High. Ranson goes bingo, and the Panthers lead 37-31. Luke Udy and American Family Insurance timeout on the floor. Just a 30, and we're back to the pit.
Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Game today brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. And we're honoring our Mountain Mover Award winners, nominated by athletic directors and coaches around Region 9. And we've given them a mountain-sized pizza if they win the Mountain Mike's Mountain Mover Award each week. And shot from the outside won't go. Rebound Panthers. Here comes Moody. Kick back out. Ranson wants a corner pocket 3. Can't get it to drop, and a loose ball rebound on a flip by Schmitty. He's trying to tip it out to a teammate, and he gets called going over the back. That's his second.
And again, not the ideal, attack if you're the Panthers. Coach Amico's going to be happy with that shot, but again,
kind of a heat check.
Yeah, in that situation where you had the defense was able to recover, and Ranson kind of forced it just a little bit. Again, not a bad shot, but would have liked to seen Pineview work it a little bit to get a better shot, because now every whistle against Pineview puts the Flyers onto the free throw line.
Yeah, I do like the change to the European model where at 5 free throws in any quarter, you're shooting free throws.
I would love to see this adopted in the college ranks.
I think I would too.
Why we play 20-minute halves in college is still beyond me. I don't understand that, but that's my opinion.
Second free throw, and that's no good. So splitting the free throws.
Oh, and a
Jensen.
rebound. knocked out of bounds off Pineview.
Can't clear the defensive board.
So right now, outside of Asher Spence, I don't think a single Flyer has gone 2 for 2 from the free throw line yet tonight. So that could come back to bite the Flyers. But again, Dixie doing enough on the boards.
Yeah, Spence 3 for 4, Holbrook 1 for 2, Jensen 1 for 2.
A steal there by Schmidt, though.
And here comes J.O. Over to Ott, all alone, lay it up and in. Unselfish basketball, and Ott's got 4 points in the game.
Yeah, again, Ott just sneaking behind the defense as everybody was keying in on Schmidt, and Ojengba on that break, able to find himself wide open for the layup.
2:52 to go, 39-32. Panthers with the lead. Great work by Dusty Allen, our producer, getting our scoreboard back functioning. And a whistle and a foul.
Yep, moving screen against Dixie.
And that's going to be turnover number 5 on the Flyers.
That's going to go against Ammon Ashton, so that's his 3rd and the 4th team foul for Dixie.
I have the Panthers with 6 turnovers and Dixie with 5. Both teams average single digits on the season.
Yeah.
So anytime you can keep it below 10 at the high school level, you feel pretty good about your chances to win that game.
And again, both these teams are definitely half-court oriented offenses, so that makes sense.
Shot. No. Rebound.
Wow.
And loose ball foul called.
Wow.
On Ethan Ott. That is now his 3rd.
Wow. I mean, there was contact there, but I don't know if that's a foul. I don't know if there's a way we can see that replay. I mean, that's a 50-50 ball. Both players are going at it. I mean, Jensen for the Flyers came away with it.
Well, you can see Pat Amico. He's arguing, lobbying, like, why is that a foul?
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, that's a 50-50 ball. Yeah, here's the replay here. Again, the ball hits.
Yeah, he's charging it pretty hard. There's contact.
There's contact there, but
they're both going for the ball.
Yeah,
I think because Ott kind of is so much stronger there.
That could be it. Yeah, that could be a
bumped
factor.
Him down, and it just looked kind of blatant.
Yeah, but I don't blame Coach Amico. Again, we had a pretty good vantage point from where we're at. I don't agree with that call.
One more here, and Jensen gets it to go.
All right, so now you've got 2 free throws converted for only the 2nd time by this Dixie Flyer team.
And Jensen's got 6 on the night. Half his points coming from the arc, half from the line.
Yep.
No 2-point field goals yet.
Yeah, Dixie switching things up, going back into his own defense.
Ranson can't hit the 3. Loose ball. And looks like Winners got there first, but they're going to get a tie-up jump ball.
That goes to Pineview.
Jump balls tonight brought to you by our friends at the Back 9 Golf. New location on River Road, now open, and they got one on Sunset open as well. Nothing boosts your game like an hour or two at the Back 9. Go to theback9golf.com, all spelled out. Check out your membership options today. Drive, kick, Moody all alone, but can't connect. And Panthers have cooled off from the outside. They've missed their last 3 triples.
And again, we kind of saw this last week. Second half, offense a little slow for Pineview. Air ball there by Jensen, though, right to Ojengba.
Jelani wants to run. Down the middle, gives it up. Ranson, finger roll, flip, and it's good off the window, and down it goes.
Beautiful fast break there. Ojengba drawing the defense, finding the streaking Ranson for the easy layup.
Ranson's in double figures. He's got 10. Hasn't been a ton of fast break opportunities, but the Panthers get one here. And good things happen when you get to the middle of the floor, and J.O. with the dime, Ranson with the finish. Panthers lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 41-33, back in 30 seconds.
Child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Booba and Nick from Honolulu Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Again, great work from DA over here, getting our scoreboard back operating. Apologize for that, technical difficulties, but back on the live stream here. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey in our Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Pretty good crowd on hand for the showdown between number 2 and number 3 in the latest RPI rankings.
Yeah, it's filled in nicely.
5-1 Flyers, 5-2 Panthers in region play. Depending on what happens Crimson Snow Canyon tonight, we'll see who's got a tie for first or maybe even solo first tonight. As Crimson's also 5-1.
Yep.
And a whistle and a foul on the shot. So the Flyers, who did not get to the foul line once the entire first half, you can see Coach Roberts probably said, guys, we got to attack and try to, get some easier shots or get to the line because they've been living at the line in the second half.
Yeah. And Howard able to take advantage of the defensive shift, get into the paint, misses the initial shot, but was able to come away enough with the rebound. That foul being called on Ojengba. That's his second personal. So Howard now shooting the second of 2 free throws.
And the second one is good from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. So Max got 4 points in his return game tonight after missing 3 weeks of action. Due to a partially torn ligament down in the back of the knee area that attaches to your calf.
Yeah, he's going to be
I can't remember what that muscle's called, Ryan.
Hamstring?
Yeah, I don't think
it's not the
starts
hamstring.
with a G.
Yeah, it's something else, but he's playing well so far.
Ojegba all the way in. No, but a foul. And Jelani will head back to the stripe.
And we've seen this on and off throughout the season for our viewers. Again, Jelani loves to go on that far side, that left side, looking at the basket, using his left hand, able to come across his body, shoot with the right hand, using his body, using his athleticism against the defender, whether he rises above, Euro steps, gives a pump fake. And this is something that we've seen developing over the last couple of years as Ojengba has grown and now his senior season. Was able to do this quite a bit last week against Dixie, just couldn't quite convert his shots. This week he's doing a little bit better job for sure.
And really balanced scoring right now. Ojegba's got 11, Schmidt's got 13, Ranson's got 10, Ott's got 4. Like they're getting scoring from different guys.
Yep.
All their starters, of course.
Yeah.
No bench points yet tonight.
And a turnover there.
Number 6 on the night for the Flyers.
And that's gonna give that credit to Ethan Ott. Again, banging down low with Colin Simmons. And right as that pass was made, that entry pass from Holbrook, Ott pulled the chair, and Simmons lost his balance and couldn't go get it. So, again, give credit there to Ethan Ott on that defensive play, as Simmons now will take a break as we're under a minute to play in the third quarter.
Good spot there to give him a little extra time between the third and the fourth quarter. Got about a 12-second differential between the shot and the quarter clock here.
Ojengba on that left side. Loves that. They love to run cutters off of him.
Summer to Schmidt. Schmidt all the way in. Score it with the right hand with a little kiss off the glass.
Yeah, just a little Euro step over and under with the ball, keeping it out of the reach of the defenders. What a beautiful shot there.
Schmidt, he's got a game-high 15. 11 in the first half, just 4 here in the third quarter. Final 10 seconds. Asher spins all the way in. Nifty move, couldn't finish. Winters put back, lost the handle, and controlled by Tueller. Might have double dribbled, got away with it, and a foul on a reach-in. Uh-oh, you didn't want to do that.
No.
And now 2 free throws. They would have had to take at least a volleyball line 40-footer.
Coach Roberts is not happy with this. Again, good fight there, but why foul him? Winters comes right across his arm and shoulder, and now you send one of the better free throw shooters for Pineview to the line with 2.2. who can put this lead into double digits going into the fourth quarter.
Lead is exactly what it was. Dixie had chipped away, but Pineview pulls back away. They were up 9 at the half. Now they're up 10, and Nate Tueller will have one more. He's got 6 in the contest, looking for point number 7. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Red Rock Real Estate. Real estate, vacation rentals, property management, they can take care of it all. If you're looking for land to build or a luxury home already built, go to redrockrealestate.com. Got the free throw, 2 seconds, got to heave it. Holbrook lets it fly. We'll count if it goes, but it's short. We played 3 at the Pit in a Region 9 heavyweight showdown, and the Panthers flexing a little bit here. But the Flyers, do they have another comeback in the cards like they did last Thursday? Stay tuned to find out. 46-35 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Good one here tonight, Panthers and Flyers. Snow Canyon is up 35-29, a Flynn Company's update over Crimson at the half. Keep you posted on that one, as well as Desert Hills and Cedar. That game probably about to start the fourth quarter as well, pacing about the same as our game here. Corner pocket three, and down it goes. Big bucket there for Simmons.
Yeah, big possession coming out of the quarter break for the Flyers, executing it perfectly, getting into the paint, kicking it out for the punch three. Simmons knocks it down.
You know, he's a 5 in high school, but at college he's going to be more like a 3.
He's going to be a 2 or 3. Yeah.
And at 6'8",
yes,
I would be salivating over his potential if I'm a college recruiter.
Yes. I know a couple of coaches that are hoping nobody else sees him. I know a couple of coaches that have talked to him, given him off, and they're like, we hope nobody else sees you.
You know what he's like. He's a different player than his older brother, Lyman Simmons, who played a couple years ago at Snow Canyon, was a great scorer.
Yeah.
But Colin's got more range, a little bit more athleticism. Sorry, Lyman.
Well, no, they're different body
player.
types. Yeah,
Lyman was more physical.
He was the post.
Yeah.
He was a traditional post, a traditional 5, where Colin is much more of a wing 3, stretch 4. A defensive stop here for the Flyers. Can they capitalize?
8-point lead. Simmons going back to work.
Wow.
And didn't get it to drop, but draws the contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That
is 4 on odd. If it's on odd, it is on odd.
That is something, again, we were just talking about this. I mean, this kid is 6'8", and again, able to dribble, take the contact, and go up, and with one hand, that's a tough
He must
shot.
have called the early initial bump, right?
Yeah, I mean, Ott was there, but again, there was contact. And again, you got to make free throws. And right now, the free throw bug is definitely bitten the Flyers.
7 points thus far for Colin Simmons, who averages nearly 18. Comes in tonight 17.9 to be exact.
And Pineview's done exactly what they wanted to do, is just keep him out of the paint, keep a hand up on his 3 attempts. But again, Ott now having a seat on the bench, that could change in this fourth quarter. And if the Flyers are going to get into it, Mr. Simmons is going to have to show up in this fourth quarter with a big-time performance.
He's got 8 on the night. Ranson triple threat position. Puts it on a bounce to the free throw line. Hezzy, and then lays it up and in. Hanging with Mr. Coop is tough right now in the pit.
That was fantastic. I mean, just the patience and the wherewithal to hold up, pause, see where the defense goes, find the opening, and put it up and in.
Flyers need a bucket. Back down by 9. Seems like it's been that 7 to 10 range most of the second half, except for a brief moment when the Flyers cut it down to, I believe it was 3. Or was it 4?
Yeah, I got it with 3 or 4.
Back ahead.
Pineview went on that run there in that first quarter, second quarter. So third personal foul on Ojengba. That could come back.
Spence to Simmons to AA. Through Howard now in the left corner. Spence, nifty dribbling, kind of resetting it to Simmons, working that half-court offense. A lot of ball movement here. And getting past everybody, laying it home. Good unselfish move there by Mac Howard. He's back.
Yeah, again, showing no signs of the last 3 weeks having to take a rest and recoup from the injury.
And the minutes have been there. It's not like he's been extremely limited. The leg must be feeling good.
Yeah.
And Nate Tuller scores at the other end.
And Tuller, again, taking advantage. Again, the screen there kind of pinning Howard back, able to get into the lane. Right now we're just trading baskets. If you're Coach Amico, you're okay with this. Well, clearly you want to get stops, but if you're trading baskets, it's still that 9-10 point range. You're okay. Spence forcing up a wild 3. Thought he got fouled.
And no call, so Panthers up by 9.
Yeah, Coach Amico saying, slow down. Let's take the ball. Let's take the air out of the ball here a little bit.
J.O. wants to go attack mode. Missed it. Put back, no, but a foul. Holds his knee a little bit. See how he is getting up, getting some help from his teammates. Maybe he got stepped on there. Couldn't tell. So much for slowing it up.
Yeah, and again, from a coach's perspective, that's one of those things where you're like, no. Okay, we got the foul. Okay, we'll shoot 2. But yeah,
sometimes
you've got the lead.
I don't want him to go 4 corners and stall.
No. Well, you can't with the shot clock.
But when you got Ojegba one-on-one and he's feeling it,
right.
You got to let him go to work.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree with that. Yeah, you've got to let your players be your players. But at the same time, as a coach,
you'd like to drain the clock.
You got to find that balance. Yeah, let's run something. But again, I don't fault Jelani any one bit for going against that.
Probably still a little too much time to start getting too conservative. 5:11 to go. Ojegba splits the Fabulous Freddy's free throws. Stretch run. Here we go. Hang on tight. 10-point lead. Flyers need stops and buckets. See if they got a run in them here.
Yeah, Dixie's going to have to pick up the tempo a little bit. They can't risk going that deep into the shot clock. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive.
Turnaround shot won't go with a whistle and a foul, and AA will go to the line for 2.
And that's going to go against Schmidt. So no issue there. I think they were worried they were going to call it on Ojegba, and that would have been his 4th.
I think Caleb, it's only his 3rd. Or do they call it on Moody? They called it on CJ Moody, which is his
there
first.
You go. Okay.
13, not 15.
For Pineview, a little sigh of relief there. And Ashton, again, free throws here for Dixie. I don't know what our total. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Dixie's probably close to 40-50% from the free throw line tonight. They are not converting them.
They've missed 5 tonight. I got them 6. 10 of 16 is what I got. Unofficially.
There you
Unofficially.
go. Yeah, that sounds about right. And Flyers right now dropping into a zone.
51-42. Panthers with the lead in the ball. Ojegba on the baseline. Kick out. Good
Big shot.
And Cooper Ranson drains the triple. A Nets on fire 3.
And for the Panthers, that was picture-perfect execution. Getting deep into the shot clock, inside, outside. Cooper Ranson, open 3, buries it.
Mark that one down as a potential AWP Appliance Soul Sailors Plus Playmaker play of the game if the Panthers go on to win, because they're now up by 12, and that matches their largest lead of the game, and only 4:09 to go. Now, foul not on the shot on the 3 by Simmons, a foul on the loose ball rebound, right, Ryan?
Yeah, and again, Spence checking in for Ammon Ashton
and Moody
for the Flyers, and
charged with that personal foul again for Pineview.
So one more whistle for Pineview, or against Pineview, and that'll put the Flyers on the free throw line. But again, Dixie's got to be able to convert shots a little bit quicker than what they're used to.
Simmons' shot won't go. Got his own miss.
And that's a free throw now.
And they call a reach-in foul, and now free throws for 4:03 of the clock left for Dixie. That changes things a little bit.
Yeah, and again, on the replay, you'll see no box outs here. Again, Simmons just going over, and then Ranson, Schmidt or Moody. Schmidt coming over from behind,
I think it was Moody with the front.
Yep.
I think he got him across the arm there. Schmidt, I think, was pretty clean from the backside, and they have on the scoreboard given it to Moody.
So that's going to be his 3rd.
Which is good news for Pineview because Moody wasn't in foul trouble.
Yep.
The bad news is 5 fouls, and Simmons makes the first, and he'll have another.
Yeah, and you do not want to give Dixie this opportunity to put points on the board when the clock is not running, no matter how bad they've been shooting from the free throw line.
10 now for Simmons. Flyers have cut it down to 10 again. We got a full timeout brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. And we'll be right back to the pit. Don't touch that dial.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, we're back, everybody. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, thank you so much for making us part of your Wednesday night. Again, Utah Tech basketball on the radio side tonight at Cal Baptist. That game just got underway. We'll get you some updates. But in the meantime, we'll try to get you some finals from Desert Hill Cedar and Crimson and Snow Canyon before we go off the airwaves, if we can. Stretch run, Ojegba going to work. Off the window, no. Got his own miss. Kick out, nearly stolen, and now Tuller is fouled. Fouled by Asher Spence. Tough call.
And again, coming out of that timeout, again, Ojegba able to get into the paint. I think if you're Coach Mika, you want to get the ball moving a little bit more before you give it to Jelani. But again, take what you can get from this defense. You got to hold on to this lead at all costs.
Tuller wants a three and misfires. 10-point lead, 3:25 to go. Flyers need a bucket.
Yeah, if you're Dixie, again, just one possession at a time. You got to come away with points, whether it's drawing a foul or getting it off a 2 or a 3, whatever, but you've got to pick up the urgency.
Ojegba and Simmons guarding him. Gives it up, and mid-range jumper, down it goes.
And again, right now, Holbrook able to get that. So the Flyers, again, with that full court press, wanting to try and just make Pineview uncomfortable, force them into a mistake or a missed shot. Not having to foul or get really aggressive yet, as we're under 3 minutes to play here in the game.
Holbrook's got 8 on the night, 2:50 to go. Panthers still have 14 on the shot clock. Schmitty backing his way down. Turnaround jumper from 10 feet out, and he got it. Drano, Caleb Schmidt.
That's just a butter shot. I mean, you're about 8-9 feet away. Just turn around, smooth in rhythm, able to knock it down over Asher Spence. That's a good shot there by Schmidt.
17 for Schmidt, 15 for Ranson, 11 for Ojegba, 3 in double figures. Tuller's got 7 as well, and Pineview still up 10, 2:27 to go. Flyers back to the free throw line. It's Chaz Holbrook shooting.
Yeah, for our viewers there, you can see, again, Holbrook just trying to get that offensive tip and coming from the help side, being fouled as he put it up. But Holbrook, again, still struggling from the free throw line.
One more for Chaz, short on the first attempt. You see Chaz putting in a lot of work off the court on his body. He looks stronger this year, quicker from last year's senior season this year. Dixie High. Second one is good. They pick up full court. They get to the middle of the floor, break the press, kick to the corner. Schmidt, smart decision.
Smart
a little
decision.
clock.
Yep, smart decision.
Looked like he wanted to shoot last second, said, let's wait. And now whistling a foul. And Coop will, no, that's 4. One more, and Panthers will be shooting 2 the rest of the way, but that's the 4th on the Flyers here in the court.
Yep. 2:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Again, Dix, you got to come away with the stop here. This could be it if you don't come away with the stop and a score.
And you could probably start fouling and make Panthers earn it and seal it from the line. But you got to let this defensive possession play out here. Now you don't want to foul, certainly, and bail out the Panthers. You're down to 15 on the shot clock. And now they decide to foul. So Backstrom decide. Was that an audible there late from Coach Roberts?
No, I don't think so. I think they were trying to execute a little run and jump trap, and it just wasn't working. And again, credit Pineview, they were kind of herky-jerky. They weren't really rotating. They're just kind of playing keep away, and it just didn't quite work out for Dixie. So again, in that situation, you got to be able to stop the clock in some way, and they fouled Jelani, who again hasn't been bad at the free throw, but after last week, he has missed some tonight, but makes that first one, which is the all-important one. You make that first one, it just seems like the second one always falls for you.
He's got 12, probably got as many rebounds as points tonight. I'm not tracking the rebounds. Second free throw, no. Rebound, Simmons. Flyers down 57-47. Under 2 minutes to play. Need a quick 3 from Holbrook. If you can get it, no. Misfires, front rim, backboard, and a rebound foul called on the Flyers, and Caleb Schmidt will walk down for free throws. really needed that transition stop and pop three to fall there if the Flyers wanted to have a really good chance to win. They needed to cut it to 7 there.
Yeah, that would have brought it to 7, get a quick timeout, stop the clock, set up your defense. But and credit Pineview, man, they from the start, they've been able to limit Dixie getting clean looks. They really haven't gotten into any kind of offensive rhythm, and the home crowd, the pit, all those factors. I don't want to say it's too early, but it's looking that Pineview will hold serve here and split the 2-game back-to-back scheduling. And Pineview, they were able to right some wrongs and make some adjustments that really made Dixie uncomfortable, specifically Colin Simmons.
Simmons two-hand slam. 1:33 to go. They pick up full court. 59-49, still a 10-point lead. Schmidt barely gets it across half
Dixie
court.
now is going to have to start to foul. If they can't force something, they're going to have to foul somebody.
They're going for the steal. Haven't got it yet. How much longer do you go? Still 20 on the shot clock. You got to foul. You got to preserve what clock you have left. Down to 1:15 on the We Win Injury Law clock. Hey, while we have a quick second, couple updates for you. 41-39, Desert Hills up on Cedar after 3 quarters. And Snow Canyon hits a 3 at the end of the 3rd quarter to lead by 6 over Crimson at the Jungle, 51-45.
Keep an eye on that one.
Yeah. All the games pretty close tonight. And more really good games on Friday now.
Yep.
Pineview and Crimson, Dixie at Hurricane. Two more hotly contested games featuring, the upper echelon of Region 9, so to speak. And the shot won't go, and that might about do it.
Yep.
Simmons can't hit it. J.O. rebound and a foul. 61-49, 1:05 to go. Panthers by 12. And it looks like they'll get a little revenge from last Thursday over at the Hangar.
Yeah, and again, give Pineview credit. It wasn't an earth-shattering game plan, but you could tell they were just a little more set defensively on limiting Simmons, and that really played a factor. It wasn't like they backed off of Asher Spence. They were kind of content to let him do what he does, but they were very cognizant and to not let Simmons get any clean looks. And then Caleb Schmidt, right out of the gate, just coming out on fire with the energy, the urgency to score the basket.
3 short and rebound and maybe a jump up.
Pineview possession.
Yeah, Pineview wanted a timeout, didn't get it. Coach Miko was signaling for it, but it didn't have time. It was ripped away pretty quick.
Yep.
Clear tie-up, good call. 62-49, 52 seconds left. Coming up, we'll have the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Stick around. We'll get you highlights. We'll hand out some awards. We'll put a bow on this, try to get you some finals from the other games if we have them. That's all coming up. And it doesn't look like the Flyers are going to foul anymore.
Yeah, they're just playing straight up. And again, kind of, realizing that it's a little too late. Maybe get a steal, maybe get something, but again, not giving up something.
Yeah, got a turnover. Bad pass there. Just a little too high for a cutting Jelani Ojegba.
And again, this is a loss. This is a loss for the Flyers, but it's not the end of the season.
No.
And so you definitely, most of the starters are out there. You want to still execute at a high level. If you're Coach Roberts, you still want to be able to score the basket, put a dent in it. And again, you never know what's going to happen.
Simmons 3, that won't go. Rebound by Jensen. Kick it over to Spence. Finger roll lay-in, got it. Asher Spence, he's got 13. 15.9 and a foul. So Spence for the 3-point opportunity there, and they called the foul on Ott, and he is fouled out, but kind of a moot point at this point in the game with the score being 62-49.
Yeah. And again, Ott did his job. 6 points?
4 points tonight.
4 points for Ethan, but again, doing a lot of the paint work there and having to help limit Colin Simmons, rebound, and just do those kinds of things. And again, I know Ethan.
And you can see Coach Amico giving him some love.
No, he filled his role, and he did exactly what he needed to do to help Pineview come away with a win tonight. So happy for him. And again, sad to see him come over to Pineview, but, it's working out for him, and that's what matters. That's what matters.
Yeah, we've had a lot of, Real estate's it's been hot lately. People are moving all over the place.
Yeah, it's just kind of the way it is. A turnover there on Pineview. So Dixie might still be able to chip into this lead, but yeah, I think the conclusion is pretty much decided.
Oh, a foul on a three-pointer.
Wow.
That'll stop the clock.
Wow.
And CJ Moody, I believe, going to be tagged with his 5th.
So, and again, Devin, I know you weren't there last week, but last week, both those players fouled out too on Thursday at the hangar. So again, just the parity just doesn't cease, in Region I. Whether
Expect
it's
the unexpected.
Yeah, there you go.
If you would have had that on your bingo card, same guys fouling out twice in a row in the same matchup, you win.
Exactly.
I don't know what you win. We'll give you Mountain Mike's Pizza or something.
The odds of that happening,
Do want to thank some of our other great sponsors bringing you the game tonight as free throw up and in. Honolulu Grill spreading the aloha. Appreciate House's Jump. Again, it's in effect. The Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. Fans, you win. We got over 55 points tonight. So head on over there for the Big Score Dessert at the St. George Yogurtland. Till they close, just say, I'm here for the Big Score Dessert. Buy one, get one of equal or lesser value. Absolutely free. Holbrook Asphalt's paying for it.
Late foul there committed by Dixie. Both coaches were saying Dixie's done. Like, they're not even trying. Coach Roberts like, we're not trying to foul. We're just keeping them from doing anything easy. Coach Amico even looked out over and said, come on, let the game be done. But again, Ojangba will shoot a couple free throws.
And it's good. J.O. is living at the line in the second half. And he's shooting exactly 6 for 10 in the second half alone. He's been there 10 times. This will be free throw number 11.
Yeah.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Dealer Collision Center. Your choice. If you've been in an accident to repair your vehicle, choose Dealer Collision Center. Proud sponsor Region 9 basketball here on the network.
And some confusion over the score table. Coach Roberts notifying the official that there's a discrepancy. So they're over there conversing now as we
Dixie
are
shy a point.
I think that's
Should
what
be
they're saying.
63-54.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying, and I mean that's what we have. But again, the home team provides the official score.
Jensen had 2 or 3 from the 3 in the corner, correct?
From the free throw that he just shot. No, he made all 3.
He made all 3.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be one short. Again, last update brought to you by Flynn Companies, 51-45. Snow Canyon at home leading Crimson at the start of the fourth quarter. Cedars got the ball, and Desert Hills is up 52-49 with 30 seconds left. So Cedar with a 3 could maybe force overtime at the Thunderdome tonight.
Wow.
Believe it or not, this is the biggest point discrepancy of the 3 games. And this is number 2 versus number 3. Shows you the importance of home court advantage even in Region 9.
Oh, yeah. Well, we saw that last year in the playoffs. I mean, you just never know. Again, you want to do everything you can to secure that first round bye, first round on your home floor. I mean,
and they have added 1 point, so it's a 9-point game, 63-54. J.O. can make it 10 with this free throw.
Misses.
Too strong.
Wow.
Final possession here. Spence into the corner. He'll take the 3. Got it.
Makes it.
As the game goes final. Spence hits the 3. But the Panthers will celebrate. They win it 63-57, Ryan.
Yeah, again, fantastic game. Pineview, I don't want to say it was a revenge game, but definitely a bounce-back game from that loss last week. And they did everything they needed to do. You had balanced scoring. You came out defensively. You made the adjustments you needed to do to limit Colin Simmons. And Caleb Schmidt showed up on offense and really answered the bell. I mean, 4 points last week coming back, and you could see he had something on his mind tonight. So happy for that young man. Congratulations to Pineview. And for Dixie, again, it's a tough place to play, tough environment. I think everybody would say, yeah, you'd expect Dixie to lose this game coming into it with the caliber of teams both these coaches and their programs put together. But, you move on, and you've got to play Friday against another very capable team, and again, on the road. So it's not the end of the season. It's not the end of the worst thing ever, but you try to build on the positive for your Coach Roberts. For Coach Amico, man, you keep the momentum going.
Hey, look, the good news for Dixie, you split.
Yep.
You protected home court. And you're no worse than a tie for first if Snow Canyon hangs on and beats Crimson.
And Snow Canyon has the tougher schedule.
Last we heard.
Yeah, and Snow Canyon and Pineview has the tougher road away schedule.
And Crimson has to play 3 games, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the final week of this season. They've got a tough finish.
Yeah.
So there is a lot to be settled right now.
Yeah, there's a way more long
But if
ways to go.
Snow Canyon beats Crimson with this 63-57 win by the Panthers tonight, we could have a 3-way tie at 5-2 going into Friday's games atop the region standings, and their lurking is still Hurricane and Snow Canyon.
Yes, absolutely.
And probably too far back to maybe win a region title, but certainly can help their RPI. At this point, Ryan, I would be shocked, even with everybody beating up on everybody in Region 9, if we didn't have 5 of the top 10 seeds in the 4A state tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking that way. You got a couple of teams out of each region, but by far and away, the way it's lining up is Region 9 is going to be very well represented in that top quarter of the RPI for the state playoffs.
All right, we've got some awards. We got to clean it all up. We'll put a bow on it. I think we're going to have a visit from Coach Amico, the winning
making
coach.
His way up.
Actually, we'll stay right here.
We'll
get Coach Amico on the headset here and get his instant reaction after a huge win for the Panthers. They had players celebrating with the student section. Catch your breath, Coach. Heck of a performance tonight. You got to love the gritty effort from your defense tonight and the hot start again with the lead, but this time you guys hang on.
Yeah, we were able to hang on. Dang it, Ty is such a good coach, right? Tyler Roberts is unreal, and there's no lead safe with those dudes. And defensively, I mean, 7 in the first quarter. I think they were at 20-something in the first at halftime. I think the fourth quarter got away from us a little bit on defense, but we really dug deep and made things tough for them. We did a great job on the glass. We attacked getting downhill, and we were just relentless, and I'm so proud of that effort.
Yeah, Jelani last week wasn't getting to the line like he was tonight. Wasn't making those leaping leaners or those finishes around the rim like he was tonight. Even when he didn't make it, I mean, he was living at the foul line in the second half.
Yeah, he can't be guarded in 4A. There's no one that can stay in front of Jelani, and if he just will continue to believe that and have that mindset, he's so crafty on the ball, off the ball, his passing, and that's what he did tonight, and he'll continue to attack relentlessly and finish those ones that he missed, but he did a great job of going back up. He had to have a double-double at least, and super proud of him, but all the guys. I mean, 4 guys again in double figures.
Yeah, I mean, Coop, Ranson shot it great tonight. Tueller played amazing tonight. You had, obviously some good minutes from Ott. Your starting lineup did all the scoring tonight. Yep. Not much from the bench, but you don't have a deep bench this year.
No, we got guys banged up, and Maddox is still out and finally starting some return to play stuff, and he was our starting center all summer and through Section 7 and fall and into the beginning of the year, and he got hurt 2 minutes into our Provo game, which was game 2. And he'll be back soon. And then Riker, he's starting to play more minutes, but his ankle's like maybe 60, 70%. And, he's giving us everything we got. And finally, I'm like, you know what, just go play JV, and you'll see the ankle's okay, and it's getting better. And, I don't want him to sit a ton. And it's hard. The time Reich went out, he went out against Bishop Gorman the night before our first region game, and he didn't return to practice until – a week after we came back from the new year. So those are critical time for any player, let alone a freshman, to miss that much time. So that really was a step back for him, but he's figuring it out. He's getting better, and I'm just super proud of our whole team effort. I mean, even CJ, I know he didn't score, but defensively he was huge. He goes to the glass and tries to rebound those big dudes, and just proud of the effort all the way around.
Coral Canyon bringing you our coaches' comments here. Pineview Victoria's head coach Pat Amico. I saw similar script with Moody and Ott fouling out. We were joking, if you had that on your bingo card 2 games in a row, you win a prize. But you had a nice moment with Ott coming off the floor. You said something to him. You had to be happy with his effort tonight. What were you telling him when he fouled out?
He always brings good effort and hustle. And, Colin's such a special player, and I don't have your book yet. He had him to 2 in the first half, 2 in the second quarter. So through 3 quarters, the big man had 4 points, and he was doing a great job. But he gets caught, and again, he's young. He's a junior. He stepped into a big role because he wasn't going to play very much with Maddox ahead of him, and he's just got to continue to learn to move his feet and trust his body. He's got a great body, and, he did a great job because these dudes over here at Dixie are the real deal. Collins, the real deal. Asher's unreal. Chaz Holbrook, what a heady point guard. You saw him knock down some big shots early, get those guys going. Jensen hit shots. Howard's back. Once he's healthy and full go, he's going to be making big-time shots. Like, it's going to be really tough if we have to see those guys again.
Yeah, I mean, you guys split the head-to-head, but don't be shocked if Region 9 is going to have to go through Region 9 a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
5 teams in the top 10 of the RPI, and I expect it to stay that way, even though we're beating up on each other a little bit here for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've got Dixie's 2, we're 3. School down the road's
5.
4.
Yeah.
They're 4 now with Judge losing, or Juan Diego losing yesterday. So we have 3 in the top 4.
Yeah.
Good luck. Anyone wants to say, we might not get a state championship in Region 9 like last year we didn't. We came up short. But they don't understand the battle these kids go through every night. There's no bye. Like, you go play at Cedar and tell me it's going to be an easy one in region. It's not. That band's going. It's hard. There's never an easy night, and I think that wears on us throughout the season, but it also gets us ready for a state
You're
tournament.
battle tested. Yeah, I don't think Cottonwood or Ridgeline are having to play the depth of their regions.
No, they have.
The Juan Diego's the same situation.
They've got 2 or 3 built-in buys every time through region, but it is what it is. All we can control is ourselves, and I'm proud of our effort, and hats off to Coach Roberts and the guys. They played a heck of a game, and we just made a few more shots, really.
Speaking of Cedar, they just about got their first region when they lose to Desert Hills 54-51. That game has went final. Last report we had from over at the Jungle was a 6-point lead going to the fourth quarter. That game pacing behind ours a little bit. If we get that score before we sign off, we will pass it along. We could have a 3-way tie with you, Dixie, and Crimson at 5-2 in region play if Snow Canyon hangs on down the stretch over there tonight.
It's all we can do is control ourselves, and we're going to go watch this film and get ready for them on Friday night because it's going to be a battle over there like it always is.
All right, Coach, help me out. Dusty, do we have the let's first of all, we'll get the AWP potted up here for you.
Okay.
And I want to get your comments on this shot because I thought this was the shot that kind of separated you and pulled you away. Brought to you by the guys that sell GE at AWP, Appliance Wholesalers Plus. And we got Coach Pat Amico here. Let's take another look. They're doubling J.O.
And Rance's feet set, square to the hoop. We love that shot. Inside out, anything that can touch the paint and play out. That's what we want to do.
And I know you win by 6, but that pushed it up back to double figures there with about 4 and some change to go. I felt like that kind of just felt big at the moment there.
It was huge because, you miss that one and they go down and score and who knows what can happen.
Down to 6 or 7,
Yep. And they're too good of a team to let that, keep it that close.
Yep. Appreciate AWP, the Playmakers in the Appliance business across the freeway from the Bloomington Mall. All right, I'm going to give you the honor tonight. Coach Pat Amico with us here.
You two are the pros.
The Finley Subaru star of the game for the Pineview Panthers. Who are you giving the game ball to tonight? You got Coop. You got Caleb.
You guys pick it.
I
got other things to worry about. You guys pick it. You're the pros. You're the best. We love you guys over at the Fan.
Right, Coach.
And
thanks
all
for
you
stopping
guys
by.
do.
Thanks for
Appreciate
stopping
you.
by. Love it. Love it. We'll see they don't get a lot of rest. Big one at the Field House on Friday. We will have it for you. Pineview at Crimson. We'll also have double streams on Friday because we'll have the Dixie and Hurricane game out from the Tigers Den. 2 more huge games on a Friday night in Region 9.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Again, shout out to Coach Amico coming up and talking to us. So, again, he's done a phenomenal job, again, with the resurgence of this program and, the threatening pit, again, the mystique of coming in here and playing. And, again, can't say enough about what him and his staff have been able to do. But, yeah, Friday, man, you don't get a break. I mean, you get a quick day to recoup, to recover, get some food, game plan if you're a coach. Now, again, it's a little different because now it's the second time you've come through. So now it's all about adjustments and tweaks, or do you just keep doing what you're doing? So, again, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens Friday. Again, it's just, it kind of drags a little bit in December, and then once we get into region play, man, it just flies by.
All right, one more award to get to from our great local partners. This is our Jersey Mike's sub of the game, a sub above the rest. Stop by St. George or Utah Jersey Mike's and get it Mike's way. And, Ryan, I'm going to give you the honors tonight. I'm kind of leaning the return of Mac Howard.
Yeah.
Just because we haven't seen him and he did lead the bench in scoring. He led all bench players with 6.
Yeah, I was going to say, and again, I don't know. Do we have a sub score for
No,
Pineview?
nobody scored off the bench.
So that's an easy pick. Yeah, I'm going to go Mac Howdy. And welcome back. Mac's been sitting out for 2-3 weeks. And honestly, outside of that first half, he was a little tentative, but that second half, man, he didn't look rusty at all. Again, a couple of tough drives, a couple of layups.
He wasn't limping at all.
No, yeah,
which is a great
no
sign.
Signs. Yeah, no signs. And again, still not 100%. So, and for Coach Roberts and the Flyers, getting him back, again, a little bit at a time, and he'll be, all that more ready Friday and into next week. So, yeah, again, that goes to Mac Howard.
Update from the jungle. 1:30 left. Snow Canyon has a 67-59 lead with 1:30 left. Reggie Mackey, Armac has 26 to lead all scores in that one. So if that score holds up, it's going to be Dixie, Crimson, and Pineview all atop the region standings going to Friday at 5-2.
Yeah, you got a log jam up there, and again, it's going to have to play itself out, And I was talking, I can't remember who I was talking about this earlier in the week. Sometimes you wonder with Region 9 beating itself up every week after week. Is that going to be, is that going to come back to kind of bite some of these teams from Southern Utah when it comes time for the state playoffs? I don't know, but again, the quality of basketball, the quality of coaching, young men, and girls too. I mean, it's not just on the boys' side, but you've got the girls' side as well. Southern Utah having quite the year when it comes to basketball success.
One more update for you, brought to you by Flynn Companies. 2:52 left in the first half down in Riverside, California. Huge whack hoop showdown. Utah Tech trailing right now to Cal Baptist 27-23. So if you're getting in your car or you're heading out to pick up the kids or running around to the grocery store on a Wednesday night, Rod Zundel has the call on the Fan Sports Network. For Dusty Allen, for Ammon Johansson, for Ryan Forsey, Devin Dixon, thank you. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. And good night from the pit, where the Panthers win it by a final score of 63-57. 6-point win. And everybody head to Yogurtland, get your free Big Score dessert.